What are some areas that are keys for the Browns if they're going to come away with a much-needed win in that first AFC North game against the Steelers here? What do they need to do? What are, in your mind, what are some keys?
Well, I think the first thing is to get some of those takeaways. They need to get their hands on some footballs, and they need to get some, both in interceptions and fumbles. They need to do that. They need to protect it themselves, because in these games against the Steelers, it always seems like it comes down to, a Minkah Fitzpatrick interception or a Joe Hayden interception, something like that. So they need to be very, very careful that they don't turn the ball over. And then they have to try to get some themselves. I mean, Myles Garrett, again, maybe he goes out and gets that first sack fumble on Ben Roethlisberger this season, his first strip of the season. So I think that's a huge key. And then they are going to have to worry about some of those receivers not making big plays. You got to keep those guys from getting behind the defense and having any of those communication problems that they've had in the back end there. And then all of a sudden you find Chase Claypool catching a 50-yard touchdown pass. They've got to be very, very careful about that. And then stopping or at least minimizing the damage that TJ Watt does. Those are probably some of the biggest things.
Can you see the Browns doing a lot of screen game again? If TJ Watt wants to get after him, one of the ways you counteract that is, all right, we're screening to his side.
Yeah, they can do that, and it'll take a good defensive game plan for them to try to beat that, and it's always a good chess match. And then once again, as I mentioned, you've got Cam Hayward, and he's so good. And they've got Devin Bush back, and Joe Hayden always wants to have a nice game against his former team. So, he still has plenty left in the tank. And no matter what, it's, they always bring it. Now, it didn't happen in that wild card game. That was, that just got away from them from that very first snap that sailed over Ben Roethlisberger's head. It was just like they had him at hello and it was over. But I just don't know that it will be that easy this time.